Shalom. Um, I want to tell you something about this group. There's a division between this group, the so-called group called the BHIs. They want to call it. There's no such thing as that. Those people that defend these guys are in all forms of idolatry. You got two types of Israelites. That's the divisions that, like I said, we're going to teach on the streets and things like that. You're still in all forms of idolatry. It's going to be a remnant. Israel is still divided because of idols and images, concepts of men. I want to read the 16th verse in Yahshral 45 and 6, known as commonly called Isaiah. I've read the whole chapter, and it says right here, and it says, "They shall be ashamed also, and confounded all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols." Like I said, they shall be ashamed and also confounded all of them. Like I read that. I just read it. But Yahshral shall be saved in Yahuwah, or Yah, with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded the world without end. Let's talk about the everlasting dominion that we're going to have in the future. "For thus saith Yah," or Yahuwah, "that created the heavens, and Yah himself, Yahuwah himself, that formed the earth and made it. He have established it, and he created it not in vain. He formed it to be the inhabitant. I am Yah, and there is none else." That's right. "And I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth, and I have said unto the seed of Jacob," known as Jacob, "Seek ye me in vain. I, Yahuwah, speak of righteousness, and I declare things that are right." And I'll read the last verse. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save." And that's the forms of idolatry we're in today. You can get this precept to Yahshral 44 and 11, commonly called Isaiah. Talking about graven images as profitable nothing. And you will be turned back in the 42nd chapter in the 17th verse, and you will be turned back. Because like it's spoken of in this book. You've been blinded and cut off. And they say, "Hear ye deaf, and ye blinded, that ye may see." And that's what happens. And y'all been cut off through birth by cockatrice in Jeremiah 8 and 17, and that's commonly called Jeremiah, Jeremiah. And you're still in all forms of idolatry. We're divided over the Christ doctrine. We're divided over frivolous stuff, not coming as one. And it's going to remain that way until we put our differences together and forgive one another, because we are so divided as a nation. But a lot of people try to say we're fighting the white man. That's this other group. But they're doing more harm than they do good. The reason why I don't agree with these guys is because they teaching and grafted in as it's true, but it's not true. You're no different than the Moorish Science Temple of America. You're no different. Y'all teaching the Moorish doctrine. Most of the so-called Hebrew Israelites that's on the street, nothing but Moorish Science Temple people. They in that Moorish doctrine. But the other so-called Hebrew Israelites, they are known as the Yahshralites, the true Israelites. The true Israelites are sincere, and the ones that follow the so-called Old Testament, known as the Book of Remembrance, Genesis to Malachi, and understand the truth and get away from this idol, they the ones are sincere and it's for the remnant, and try to tell the people best they can about this knowledge right now. Because we're in that time that knowledge shall increase, because we're in the end time. We at the end, the time of the end. So all forms of idolatry will cease. But if you read Malachi 3 and 17, that he will make up his jewels that spared his own son that served him. And if you read Malachi 3:18 says, "Who is serving Yah? Who is not serving Yah?" You're gonna have many people that's gonna serve Yah, and the others that ain't gonna serve Yah because they're gonna be in idolatry. That's the breakup, and they can be about whatever else, and that's many more people that ain't gonna serve him. That's not gonna serve him, and they can be wherever they about to be right now. That includes Gentiles and I believe some of Israel or more, because they don't want to give up their idol. So you've been cut off since the beginning. That's in the scriptures. That's judgment. And y'all should be waiting for the day of vengeance, because a lot of you have not taught the day of vengeance. I mean, I think I did videos of that before in the Holy Land scriptures, but a lot of you try to say that we're not teaching the truth, but don't even know who the hell we are, because we're teaching the truth what it is. We don't denounce who is Esau today is. We don't denounce that. We don't denounce that he runs the world. He does run the world. He runs the monarchies. He calls himself dukes. Like I made a video called Esau of Today. I don't denounce that. I denounce this group that teaching all forms of idolatry. They're in Judaism, they're in Christianity, Islam, all those are forms of idolatry, and they need to get out of that, because Esau set those up. It don't matter what religion you're in, you're part of those groups, and the reason why you're getting flagged is because you're not teaching the truth. You're just making a show, and the next thing you know, we get flagged first, and because we're teaching the truth and you following us, and y'all the hypocrites. Where was y'all when we got flagged first? See, that's why I don't deal with groups. They're nothing but churches. They part of the so-called conscious community that have ruined you since the beginning. And that's been like that for years. You have many false prophets for years. A lot of people say Malachi York was great. No, he was not. He was another false prophet like Elijah Muhammad. They're no different. They had no protection. And that's why no one cares enough about these guys. And they're going to fall in the end. You exalt yourself like in Job. You know, you got many people want to make concepts and idols and images and don't even understand that they're in all forms of idolatry. They've been sinning from the beginning. And you have many people that they want to justify that they're right, but they're not right. So they need to quit that and get out of these madness. I'm going to read Yahshral 46 down to I'm going to read the first verse. It says, Baal bows down Nebo, still their idols were upon the beasts and upon the cattle, and your carriages were having loaded. They are a burden to the weary beasts. That's right. And they stoop, they bow down together, and they could not deliver the burden. That's right. But themselves are gone up into captivity. That's Babylon. That's really talk about Babylon's pride and the idols back then, and then this Babylon, a lot of people try to say is America or Israel, but it don't matter. But we're in captivity. So if Babylon is gonna get the same punishment, they're gonna get the same punishment. It says in the scriptures. And it says, Yah save his people to the end. It says, hearken unto me, O house of Yaakov, known as Israel, and all the remnant of the house of Yahshral, known as Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. And even to your old age, I am he, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. To whom vow ye liken me, and make me equal? Compare me that we may be like. And that's right, it's not comparable. But lavish gold out of the bag, withered and silver bounds here in the goldsmith, and he make it a god, like they do Christ, right? Let's talk about that. And they fall down, and yea, they worship. But they bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth him from his place, and shall not remove. Yea, one shall cry unto him, and yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Remember Remember this, and shew yourselves, men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old. Like it says in this book. For I am Yah, and there is none else. I am Yah, and there is none like me. That's right. And declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel, it says, my counsel, it says, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures, calling the ravenous bird from the east, and the man that executeth my counsel from a far country. Yea, I will have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass, and I have a purpose it, and I will also do it. Hearken unto me, yet shall hearted that are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be afar off, and my salvation is shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Yahshral, my glory. So, you got many people don't understand idols and images is all forms of idolatry, and my salvation is near. Yahshral 51:5, comic called Isaiah. And this is the idols and images. Israel's pride, man. I want to go in Hosea real quick, because a lot of you are divided in all types of ways, and especially these groups. They in gross darkness. They've been cut off, snared, and been blinded from the truth. They've always taught the Christ doctrine for years, and it never seceded from. You have many people that left the Christ doctrine, but there's a lot of people that still believe in Christ. That's the Edomites and other nations, and you name it. Because the Edomites are Hebrews, we know that, but it doesn't matter, because they're the enemy of the Most High. They ain't gonna be saved. It's not talking about all Hebrews shall be saved. It says Israelites above all. And they don't read scriptures like that because they're so divided by that madness. And that's why I don't like other groups out there. We don't need to be in these camps or no churches, no cliques, because they can't do the law says. Do they have the testimony of the law that is spoken of in this book? And there's no light in them. And, don't fear man. But silver and gold, like I said, is a stumbling block of iniquity. I've made a bill about that. Silver and gold will not save you. So many of you have a lot of these false hopes that it will save you. And I'll read the fourth verse in Hosea 8:4, and it says, they have set up kings and put not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not, of the silver and their gold. Like I said, idols, and talking about Christ again, idolatry. That's how they painted him. And they have made them idols, that they may be cut off. But thy old Samaria, have cast thee off, my anger is kindled against them. How long would it be ere they attain to innocence? From Yahshral, known as Yisrael, or a lot of people say Yisrael, was also the workman made it. Therefore, it is not of Yah. It is not Yah, but the calf of Samaria shall be broken in pieces. And that's right. Because you got many people in all forms of idolatry. They don't have a grasp of this book. And that's why the descendants of Esau have power over these companies. And he's taking things out of this country, trying to destroy it. So everything is coming into process. So many of us need to get out of idolatry. That's the whole point right now. They're going to scrutinize us at to the end time. That's just part of it. And it was spoken of in Book of Remembrance, talking about Deuteronomy 32, verse 17, that it's going to be newly gods raised up, because Moses prophesied that. It says it's going to be new idols. like these new gods that they have knew not. So that's the point of Israel being idolatry. I just read certain scriptures to get you understanding that we're going to be divided because of a man and men. And a lot of people want to pull the good spell scriptures and try to justify that it's always like that. No, you bringing division because of the good spell, the gospels. I'm still going to debunk it and try to do some research that it was created by a man named Philip Alexander. And he, a lot of people worship this guy and don't even know who the world he is. And this is who you worshiping in this book, not Christ. You in idolatry. A man that created this book, a Jew, a Edomite. Okay? A lot of you think you know the scriptures, but you don't know the scriptures. I mean, y'all act like you do, but what have you proven? You've proven nothing. You proved nothing to me. You just like to harass and slander brothers. That's what it's about. And many of you don't like what I'm saying. Right here. This is who you got. And this is the guy that created the New Testament. Do your research and do some homework. They wrote this book, Lies and Deception. Revelation is based off the book of Daniel. I read it back and forth all the way down to the last chapter. And it doesn't fulfill prophecy. And people always want to say I make statements. I don't make statements. I got facts to back up what I say. If you want to question me, leave a comment. And I'll give you that this guy is not Israel. You can teach that garbage all you want. You can feel and believe what you want. But that doesn't make it true. It don't make it a lie, but it doesn't make it true. Okay? You're not serving the Creator. So I'm not going to follow you. If it's not in the prophets, you believe what the prophets say. 2 Chronicles 20:20. So shall ye prosper. Believe in the prophets, so shall ye prosper. That's it. And I don't believe in no man. Cursed be the man that make flesh as man his arm. Y'all always want to use that, right? But y'all don't live by it. Yeah, so with that, I just want to end this madness that Israel's still divided in idolatry. So with that, I want to say shalom and may y'all bless. Peace.